Mrs. Gotting and members of the Omaha Public School Board, thank you for the opportunity to address you this evening. My name is Karen Bulling, and I'm the Outreach Director of Nebraska Family Alliance. We are a statewide policy and research nonprofit, and we work specifically on policies related to family, education, First Amendment rights, and life. Our address is 1106E in Lincoln, Nebraska. First, I would like to say that I believe that each of you want the best for the 50,000 plus students that you serve, or you wouldn't be here tonight. I'm not here tonight to add to your burdens, but to hopefully find solutions that respect the safety, dignity, and privacy of all students. There is a sharp divide between opponents and proponents of allowing transgender students access to bathroom and locker rooms of the opposite sex. Even if we disagree on difficult ideological questions, we all agree that our schools must be a safe place for all students. The OPS school board has a responsibility to respect the desires and concerns of the students and parents you are paid and were elected by to serve. Unfortunately, a practical consequence of adding gender identity and gender expression to a non-discrimination policy is that it opens the door for students to use bathrooms and locker rooms of the opposite sex. If a student who identifies as the opposite sex is allowed access to those spaces, the other students who use them are in a position to, 1, be exposed to the unclothed or partially clothed body of someone of the opposite biological sex, and secondly, to expose their own unclothed or partially clothed body to someone of the opposite biological sex. Forcing children into this position is a grave violation of personal privacy. On top of this, it puts many into the emotionally precarious position of encountering triggers of childhood trauma. Experts agree that encountering a trigger doesn't cause the victim to remember the traumatic event. It causes them to relive the event. For many sex abuse survivors, the mere presence of a male in a woman's restroom, locker room, or changing room is a trigger, regardless of that person's intentions. And the numbers are staggering. Statistics indicate that nearly 1 in 8 high school girls have been sexually assaulted. So let's talk practical. In an OPS gym class of 32 female students, there is a high likeliness that 4 victims of sexual abuse are in that classroom. If there's a biological male in their locker room, that's 4 girls reliving their trauma every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday in 2 p.m. gym class. I believe there are several unanswered questions at this time. Would this board consider waiting to move forward on this policy
1 minute
until lawsuits at the federal and state level across the country have been settled? And if not, I ask you why. If you pass this policy, how will you ensure that it's not used to violate the fundamental bodily privacy rights of all students? And third, I ask, how does the board plan to work and respond to concerned students, parents, and educators? So to each of you, I thank you for extending the time and the opportunity to come before you. Thank you.